developing now at 6:30. Dozens of people still can't return to their apartments near the complex that went up in flames Tuesday. They have doors that were broken down by emergency crews and windows that cracked from the heat. Some tenants were luckier than others.
Untouched. There was no damage, no water damage or smoke damage in my apartment, so I was really lucky.
It's going to be hard fixing some of these doors.
People probably won't be allowed back in until the demolition is done. KPIX 5 reporter Cate Cauguiran is at the fire scene right now. Some much needed resources just arrived for firefighters staked out there overnight, Kate.
And we were here when that happened, Michelle. We talked to firefighters a few moments ago, and they say it's going to be a long time before they clear the scene. Now, we watched earlier as one firefighter got up on this ladder getting a bird's eye view of the damage, checking for hot spots. And as they kept watch, the engines now are ready to go. Moments ago, they just got a fresh refill of fuel. And I know that was a concern for firefighters on the scene since these engines have been running all night. Now they wait for demolition crews to come back so they can continue their work. Demolition crews will be back at work again today, knocking down the burned building so it doesn't fall on its own and hurt somebody.
We were still worried about structural collapse. So the demolition company was able to come in and take a lot of that material and most all the hazard area and push it back into the building. On this closest corner here, you can see some fell out into the street. So what that basically does is remove the hazard of a collapse.
Firefighters say they're still hosing down hot spots, but it will still be a while before the smoldering finally goes out. But it's a much different scene than it was Tuesday afternoon when this apartment complex under construction was burning high into the sky. 2 firefighters had minor injuries. One of them, we learned, was at the top of one of these ladders, face to face with the flames. He didn't report his injury until hours later. As for the cause of the fire, it's still too early, but construction contractors have told investigators they were working until about 3:30 in the afternoon.
We have preliminary reports going on that there was some welding going on at the end of the day yesterday in the area of where this fire might have started, but at this point, it's still inconclusive.
Now, when that fire began Tuesday, this was a 9-story structure. If you take a look at it now, work crews with heavy equipment knocked off about the top 5 or 6 floors yesterday, and we know that demolition crews are expected back here in the next few hours, and once they do, they certainly have their work cut out for them. Reporting live in San Francisco, Cate Cauguiran, KPIX 5.
Sounds from the scene of that fire for a first-hand account from the front lines on that fateful Tuesday.
Get out! Move! Command. We have units reporting in from the 5th alarm. Just be advised from a visual over here. The highest point peak at 4th and Mission Rock is heavily involved, and it looks like it's going to collapse into itself. Driver, engine 7, if you give us more pressure, we'll take it.
Folks, we have a collapse in the rear side of the building. Copy.
Capturing some of the raw emotion from that Tuesday afternoon, and you can hear more from the firefighters, plus see more video and some